Good morning, everybody. Is it Saturday? No, I think it's Saturday. Yep. Ellie almost looks like a Weddell seal. She was kind enough to wake her father up this morning bright and early at 5 a.m. I'd been up between 1 and 3, whether I liked it or not. I'm suffering GI issues in the form of reflux. What a joy. There we go. Yeah, I'm eating predominantly a liquid diet, and in doing so it's annoying my stomach. I'll probably slip back in there in a bit after the spousal unit wakes up. There's a story behind baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. My unbelievably wonderful neighbors 2 doors down were the victims of a crime about 2 years ago. My wife, now she would have been, I don't know, 66, and my other neighbor over there, she's about my age, back to the right, got exceedingly drunk on Appletinis. You know, this one, I don't know, I guess probably because it's a $50 rig, it just does not give me any grief flying. So anywho, they got drunk and decided that they needed to deprive my amazing neighbors down the way of said baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph. So there's actual footage, I think it's on my YouTube channel, of the ladies absconding with same. Absolutely hilarious. You know, you just can't buy that kind of comedy. I was there. They needed a witness. I was the only one sober. Must be time. I did bring another battery. I'm seeing people complain bitterly about the batteries on these, but I think if you set it down when they start blinking, that you're probably a little better off for it. I'm a little mixed up on what batteries are what, and what I like to do is just run them all down. That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I need to leave myself a note to buy tail motors and main motors for these. I don't know about it though. It's because it's funny. These things are so cheap that you're probably doing yourself a bit of a disservice, because by the time you need a new main motor or tail motor, oh, see, there we go, you're probably on to the next model. Well, anyway, shout outs: Cassie, Joss, Cynthia, Synthesis. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, Dale, Gail, and there we go. The wife and other dogs. So these guys must be discharged. Alright, I might slip back out here in just a second and fly a little more. See ya. one of the guys scudding something or other. I don't know his name. Scudding something, Australian. He yeah, there's a pause. Anyway, my neighbors gifted us this thing at about 10 o'clock Christmas Eve, and we woke up the next morning and found baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, which is just absolutely priceless. Yeah, I've heard that I should be humming Ride of the Valkyries and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, what a cool aircraft. I think I told y'all yesterday, I went ahead and gave it a paint on the inside because I didn't like wires hanging out the opened doors. Let's see if being 9 foot tall is beneficial here. It's got optical flow, which none of my others do. So she sits tight for you. Which is pretty cool. Might get zapped by my own helicopter. What a beaut. That is cool. Holy crap. I am going to have such fun with this as I travel because, you know, they're just simply not, there isn't always the joy of having a landing strip or a place big enough to even fly my Twisted Hobbies stuff. So I am digging this proposition enormously. Slight chance for rain today. Oh, I gotta fix this yaw deal though. I need more control. Said that already. This is flight number 3. Yeah, being able to fly something out at camp and then on top of that, something as cool as this. Holy crap. I mean, just the scale and how they found a plastic that, you know, I've talked about this before, that's just so lending itself to seeing rivets. What a joy. So what my plan is to get all my batteries, because you can't tell what they are. Well, this one you can tell whether they're been cycled or not, but the other ones you kind of can't. Yeah, I'd rather have, what I do the math, okay, this is $300. I did wifey ended up doing a Virginia bareback boy. Went ahead and bought it from Amazon for, this thing is now down to, well, you get one battery, down to 220. So it probably took a $50 hit buying it off of Amazon. But you can send it back, you know. I like that. When you start getting into what I call money, which is $200, I don't, you know, if it's a piece of junk, I don't want to have to try to send that thing back to Banggood or negotiate with AliExpress. Yeah, what it must be doing is it's jerking when it catches the frame that it likes, picture-wise. For optical flow. So let's say this is $300. The MD 500 was $135 to the door, and that was with 3 batteries, I think. No, it's not true. Let's say 150. So 3, 4, 50, 550. So 550 for 4 helicopters. That's 2 Bell 206, 1 MD 500, and the UH-1. That's still $300 cheaper than 1 Bell 206 from Flywing, you know, the 450 size. I mean, you know, it would be nice to have bigger ones, but not at that price. Particularly since I fly so close anyway. I mean, do the math. I mean, when you fly them bigger ones, yeah, you can see them at a greater distance, but well, isn't that cool? You know what else would be cool? See if I can get this shot here. Okay, now let's not lose Mr. Helicopter. It's getting a little breezy out here. We have a possibility of a storm coming in today, minor. This is the most I've ran out one of these batteries. I'm at about half. I think you get 12, 16 minutes is what I hear. Yesterday morning, I might have already mentioned this, I changed the screen out in that truck with a used screen because all the Amazon vendors sent crap screens. Also had a weird crackling sound. A weird crackling sound on my windshield, and I think I finally figured out it was a piece of molding that was blowing around. Guys, I wish you all the very best. I'm continuing to convalesce. The place where my tooth was is doing just fine. I still have to stand down, quote unquote, for the next 3 days. Otherwise, I'll annoy the wife. We do not want to annoy these spousal unit any more than what we have to. If you can hear that bird or not, but we have sandhill cranes here in Florida. And out in Texas too. In fact, I think they're in many of the states. But they're making their calls on the way to their feeding ground. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. Flip. One more flight, you say? Well, we still have some, we're going to call it darkness. Darkness. Yeah, that one kind of leaps up off the ground when you give it the gas. The other ones are slower. There's no optical flow unit on here, so I won't enjoy that. I will have, I already figured out how to do it. I will have installed, yeah, since at high rates it is significantly more responsive. I'll have nav lights on here. It's funny because I checked on my last AliExpress shipment, and it should be here in the next 8 or 10 days. Actually, this last shipment was slow. Slower than what I like. So they're just coming. I've got a skid set and some other spares for the Yuzhang Huey. I have some stainless steel jewelry for my lovely wife. What else? A nav kit and something else. Morning! Merry ho ho and Happy New Year. Guys are great. Yes, sir. McDonnell Douglas 500. Isn't that cool? Just as cool as can be. Yeah, lovely old man. Oh, I would lose my eyesight first. It'll go out a couple hundred yards, but you keep it in close because you can see. No, none of my little helicopters do, but I'd like to put one on it. But I'm afraid the video would be bad. You know, their helicopters are notoriously jerky. You know. Let me come over a little bit. I didn't hear your last.
They don't have the same stability as those little drones, do they? I mean, you can set those drones up there in a hover position and it'll just...
So not this one, but the one I was flying earlier, a Huey.
Oh.
You can walk around it.
Oh yeah.
And then the next step, go ahead and set this down. The next step, which is way more expensive than I like because I'm notoriously cheap, it has GPS and they can just hover.